हालमै सबैभन्दा रुचाइएको चामल ज्ञान पाए ज्ञान नै रोज्ने नयाँ गुड नाइट फ्ल्याश अरु लिक्विड भेपोराइजर भन्दा 2 गुणा बढी प्रभावशाली.
Proud to be associated with Kantipur News.
Good evening, I am April Singh Lama and these are the headlines of the hour. India's Human Rights Commission demands probe into death of Nepali student Prisa Shah at KIIT University. Developments raised growing concerns over the safety of international students studying in India. Government's policies and programs fail to address migration and local economic growth. Parties struggle to reach consensus on key political commitments. Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese wins re-election. Labour Party benefits from swings across the country away from Peter Dutton's Liberal National Coalition. And Royal Challengers Bengaluru opted to bat first and posted 213 runs against Chennai Super Kings in the ongoing match of the IPL. Shepherd explodes with 53 off 14 in first innings blitz. Welcome back. India's National Human Rights Commission has taken serious note of the death of Nepali student Prisa Shah, who was studying at KIIT University in Odisha, India. The Commission has formally written to the Chief Secretary and the Director General of Police of Odisha requesting a thorough investigation into the incident. A Commission member who flagged the issue stated that depending on the findings of the post-mortem report, a team from the Commission may visit the university to assess the situation on ground. The incident comes just months after the Commission held KIIT University accountable for the death of another Nepali student, Prakriti Lamsal. However, the university had challenged that decision in the Odisha High Court, which led to a temporary halt in further action. In response to the latest case, the University Grants Commission has set up a 4-member fact-finding committee to investigate Prisa Shah's death. The committee, led by Indira Gandhi National Open University Vice Chancellor Nageshwar Rao, has been taken with reviewing the background of the incident, checking compliance with student safety and protocols, and recommending preventive measures. The developments have raised growing concerns over the safety and well-being of international students studying in India. Now, opposition parties have called the policies and programs for fiscal year 2082-83 BS a continuation of past traditions. However, economists view it more positively, highlighting that effective implementation, especially of recommendations made by various commissions, could lead to a meaningful change if backed by government investment.
There were high expectations that the government, led by the coalition of 2 major parties, would bring forward strong policies to ease market restrictions and boost the economy. While those expectations remain only partially met, economists have welcomed the policy's commitment to implement the High-Level Economic Reform Commission's recommendations. These include removing duplicate laws and offices to improve the business environment, increasing domestic production and reducing the cost of Nepali goods. The upcoming budget, set to be presented on 29th of May, will reveal how serious the government is about improving the economy by implementing the recommendations of the Khanal Commission.
रामेश्वर खनालको प्रतिवेदन लागू गर्छु भने नै त्यहाँ 478 वटा बुँदा छन्। यो अर्थतन्त्रलाई को विभिन्न आयामहरुलाई कसरी सुधार गर्न सकिन्छ भने त्यो नै काफी छ। यदि सरकारले रामेश्वर खनालको प्रतिवेदन लागू गर्छ भनेपछि नीतिगत कार्यक्रममै पुग्दै वास्तवमा। तथापि हामीले बेनिफिट अफ डाउट सरकारले केही प्रतिबद्धता जनाएको छ नीतिगत कार्यक्रममा। अब यसको रिफ्लेक्सन बजेटमा हेर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ।
The government's policy and programs indicate that only 1/3 of the 18,000 projects listed in the Planning Commission will receive budget allocations. In public construction, priorities have shifted from launching new infrastructure to postponing ongoing projects, reflecting concerns over declining revenue and reduced foreign aid. The policy also includes measures to tackle employment challenges, including education system reforms and reintegration of returnee migrant workers.
34 वटा जिल्लामा नेगेटिभ ग्रोथ छ पपुलेसनको। त्यो नेगेटिभ पपुलेसन ग्रोथ हुँदा पहाडको खेतहरू बाँझै छ, बारीहरू बाँझै छ। तर हामी एग्रिकल्चर प्रोडक्सनको बेसको कन्ट्री छ हाम्रो। र हाम्रो एग्रिकल्चर प्रोडक्टहरू बाहिरबाट इम्पोर्ट गर्छौं भनेदेखि त्यो पहाडको त्यो यही क्रमले जाने हो भने त पहाड रित्तिएर जान्छ त भोलि। त्यसलाई त्यहाँ रिभाइभ गर्ने त्यसको स्ट्राटेजी के त, त्यहाँ रिटेन्सन गर्ने त्यसको स्ट्राटेजी के, एग्रिकल्चर प्रोडक्टलाई राख्ने स्ट्राटेजी के, त्यो स्ट्राटेजीको पार्ट चाहिँ यसमा चाहिँ एड्रेस भएको चाहिँ त्यो मैले देखिनँ, किनभने अहिलेको यो विकराल समस्या हो नेपालको एउटा।
The policy outlines plans to channel over 1.2 trillion Nepali rupees in remittance investment into sectors like hydropower, agriculture, industry, and transport. It also hints at tax reductions on electric vehicles in the upcoming budget. Promises include lowering agricultural production costs, ensuring transparency in subsidies, and restructuring state-funded bodies like Nepal Agricultural Research Council and the Prime Minister's Agriculture Modernization Project.
On the same day, the government introduced its policy and programs. Ruling party Nepali Congress parliamentarians expressed disappointment, stating it fell short of expectations. While opposition criticism is expected, dissent from within the ruling party is unusual. The policy commits to addressing constitutional amendments, federalism-related laws, and transitional justice through consensus, which is now essential. However, differing views within the ruling party and opposition criticism suggests the government may face challenges in implementing its political commitments from the outset.
The Nepali Congress remains divided internally regarding the government's direction, even though it is part of the ruling coalition. While Nepali Congress President Sher Bahadur Deuba continues to back Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli, even some of his close allies have expressed dissatisfaction with the government's performance. Although this does not imply complete opposition from all parties, initial reactions from key leaders to the government's policy and programs were notably critical. This suggests potential political challenges in implementing the proposed agenda. Effective progress on constitutional amendments, federalism, and transitional justice requires unity between the ruling and opposition parties, underscoring the need for a consensus-driven political environment. Without it, implementing these policies and programs will be difficult.
सरकारको हिसाबले कोही सत्ता पक्ष होला कोही प्रतिपक्ष होला तर यो प्रणालीको हिसाबले यो संविधानको हिसाबले अहिले हामीले ल्याएका उपलब्धिहरुको हिसाबले हामी कोही पनि प्रतिपक्ष छैनौं हामी पक्ष हौं अस्ति राजावादीहरुको नाममा जे जस्ता क्रियाकलापहरु भए चैतको 15 गते त्यसपछि एक किसिमले भन्ने भने सबै गणतन्त्रवादी शक्तिहरु फरक फरक ठाउँमा तर एउटै लयमा बोलेको हिडेको हामीले देख्यौं संक्रमणकालीन न्याय टुङ्ग्याउनु पर्ने विषय छ यो सत्ता र प्रतिपक्ष भनेर टुङ्गिने विषय होइन हैन
Opposition parties have criticized the government's policies and programs as directionless, making political consensus unlikely in the current context. Further widening the gap, Prime Minister Oli stated during the UML parliamentary party meeting that the opposition's views should be disregarded. Internal divisions within the Nepali Congress may also pose challenges, though the party maintains that these will not hinder the creation of a conducive political environment.
शिक्षा स्वास्थ्य रोजगारी लगायतका विविध पाटाहरूलाई पनि यसले समेट्ने प्रयत्न गरेको छ त्यसैले गर्दा यो जुन अहिले नीति तथा कार्यक्रमले एउटा दिशा निर्देश गर्छ भन्ने कुरामा हामी थोरै आशा गर्न सक्छौं
The current government has cited the previous administration's policies and budget as a reason for its limited results. However, early criticism of its own policies and programs raises doubts about the effective implementation of its agenda, despite being perceived as strong.
In our Public Voice segment, we have asked in several provinces what measures can be taken to ensure the press is more responsible and independent. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
पत्रकारले लेख्ने कलम होस् वा बोलिने आवाज ती आवाज र कलमले कसैलाई पनि खुइल्याउने काम गराउनु हुँदैन नंग्याउने काम गराउनु हुँदैन र राज्यले पनि प्रेसमाथि कुनै पनि प्रकारको अंकुश लगाउने काम चाहिँ गर्नु हुँदैन
सञ्चारकर्मीले पनि आफ्नो भूमिकालाई चाहिँ महत्त्वपूर्ण तरिकाले चाहिँ खेल्न सक्नुपर्छ आफू नियमन हुने आचार संहिता पालना गर्न सक्नुपर्छ
आचार संहिता अनुसार नै आफूलाई पत्रकारितामा समर्पित गर्न सके भने यसले प्रेस मर्यादित स्वतन्त्र र आम नागरिकको एउटा चाहिँ प्रिय बन्न सक्छ
आचार संहिताको हामी पत्रकार सबैले पूर्ण रूपमा कार्यान्वयन पनि गर्नु पर्यो
पत्रकार साथीहरूले पनि हामीहरूलाई दिने सूचनाहरू चाहिँ अध्ययन गरेर जे सही हो त्यो दिन पर्यो
पार्टीको झोले नबनेर
थप जनताको समस्याहरू जस्तोको जस्तै बाहिर निकाल्ने खालको वातावरणको पत्रकार बन्नुपर्छ।
आफ्नो पेसा र आफ्नो जिम्मेवारीप्रति विचलित नभइकन पत्रकारहरू अगाडि बढ्नुपर्छ।
राजनीतिक दलहरूको दबाव र प्रभावबाट मुक्त बनाउनुपर्छ।
सोसल साइट्सहरूको नियमन अनुगमनहरू गर्न आवश्यक छ।
पत्रकारहरूले राजनीतिक दलको सदस्यता लिनु भएन, स्वतन्त्र रूपमा आफ्नो पत्रकारिताको भूमिका निर्वाह गर्नु पर्यो।
आवाजविहीनहरूको आवाजलाई बुलन्द बनाउने, आवाज उठाउने काम गर्ने भएको हुनाले त्यसको सैद्धान्तिक मर्ममा बसेर काम गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ यो पत्रकारिता चाहिँ अझै बढी स्वतन्त्र र निष्पक्ष हुन सक्छ।
पत्रकारले आफ्नो धर्म निभाउनु पर्यो र समाजमा देखिएका विकृति, विसङ्गति, राजनैतिक, आर्थिक, सामाजिक जे जस्तो कुराहरूमा देखिएको विकराल अवस्थाहरू छ त्यसलाई उदाङ्ग पार्न सक्नु पर्यो।
Welcome back. The Class 12 examinations, originally scheduled for 24th of April, will begin tomorrow after a 10-day delay due to the teachers' protest. Over 511,000 students are set to take the exams, which are organized by the National Examination Board. The board has urged the students to approach the exams with high morale as they are crucial for higher education. The exams will be held at 1,591 centers across the country with 50,000 personnel, including center heads, inspectors, staff and security, ensuring a smooth and organized process.
यो वर्ष हामीले कक्षा 12 को सन्दर्भमा 5.5 लाख विद्यार्थीहरूले परीक्षा दिने कुराहरू छ र यस हिसाबबाट हामीले परीक्षाको व्यवस्था गरिसकेका छौं र अहिलेसम्म सबै परीक्षा केन्द्रहरूका केन्द्राध्यक्षहरूलाई मतलब यो अभिमुखीकरण गर्ने यो सिस्टमको विषयमा जसरी हामीले राष्ट्रिय परीक्षा बोर्डले जुन किसिमको ओरिएन्टेसन गरिरहेको छ सबै केन्द्राध्यक्षज्यूहरूलाई यो सिस्टम जसरी प्रश्नपत्रहरू उहाँहरूलाई राष्ट्रिय परीक्षा बोर्डको सिस्टमबाट केन्द्राध्यक्षलाई पठाउने.
Kathmandu has the highest number of Class 12 examinees with 68,133 students, while Manang has the lowest with just 45. Additionally, 37 Nepali students from Japan are also taking part.
बच्चाहरूले आफ्नो डेस्टिनेसन जे एम राखेर यो बन्छु यस्तो गर्छु भन्नु भएको थियो उहाँहरुको ढोका खोल्ने नै यही हो. यही परीक्षाको कारणले गर्दा उहाँहरुको भविष्यमा के बन्छु भन्ने कुराको चाहिँ ढोका खोल्ने भएको कारणले गर्दाखेरि सकेसम्म नआत्तिकन मेहनत गर्नु भएको छ. तपाईले पढ्नु भएकै कुरा हो, पढेकै कुरा सोच्छन्, आत्तिनु पर्दैन.
The exams will continue until 16th of May. As the Foundation for Higher Education and the Future of Students, officials emphasize that it is everyone's responsibility to ensure the exams are conducted in calm, disciplined and orderly manner. It is time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
But before that, let's take a look at yesterday's poll. Yesterday, we had asked you, what's your take on NEA's decision to seek a loan of 10 billion rupees despite outstanding dues? 25% voted for A, priority should be on collecting dues. 25% voted for B, avoid increasing the debt burden. And 50% voted for C, consequence of political interference. Now, here's today's question. Why have outstanding dues increased in government agencies? Your options are A, lack of financial discipline, B, lack of transparency, or C, procedural complications. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. That is all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Good night.